having soberly reflected on and evaluated the political situation in Rivers State.
It was a controversial decision from the start. March 18, 2025, when the federal government declared a state of emergency in Rivers State following weeks of political unrest, targeted killings, and alleged sabotage of critical infrastructure.
It has become inevitably compelling for me to invoke the provision of the Section 305 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State with effect from today, 18th March, year 2025.
President Tinubu's justification for invoking Section 305 of the 1999 Constitution was threefold. 1. A prolonged political crisis between the executive branch of the Rivers State government and its legislative arm, which reached a point where the State House of Assembly was effectively collapsed. The Supreme Court had earlier ruled that 27 lawmakers who had defected were still valid members and should be reinstated. 2. Non-compliance by the governor with the Supreme Court's orders, including the refusal to rebuild the State House of Assembly building, demolished in December 2023. And 3. Escalating security concerns, especially the vandalism of oil pipelines by militants, including a fire at the Trans-Niger pipeline. The president argued that these acts had gone unaddressed by state authorities. To most Nigerians watching, though, the root cause was the breakdown of the relationship between the state governor and his predecessor and godfather, Nyesom Wike, who incidentally is now one of President Tinubu's most trusted ministers. For Fubara, it was a battle he was not equipped to win. According to government officials, priority was to protect lives, restore order, and uphold democratic principles. Many read that to mean Fubara's wings had to be trimmed. He had to be put in his place, taught a lesson, taken down a peg or two. To that effect, Ibok Ete Ibas, a retired vice admiral, was brought in as an administrator to replace the democratically elected Governor Fubara. The Constitution provides for emergency powers under Section 305, but the justifications must be compelling. Suspension of an elected governor and lawmakers is a very serious matter. It raises questions around constitutionality and democratic norms and whether due process was followed. Civil society organizations criticized the move as an overreach of executive power, claiming it undermined democracy. The decision caught many Nigerians by surprise, but according to the government, it was final. 6 months on, Port Harcourt and surrounding areas are calmer. Markets are open, schools are back in session, and curfews have been gradually eased. Suspended Governor Sim Fubara and his political godfather Nyesom Wike have held a couple of meetings and are said to have, if not buried the hatchet completely, at least mended fences. Even at that, not all the supporters on both sides are on the same page. Some are calling for an extension of the state of emergency, citing a fragile peace, while others demand a return to full civilian control. With the deadline for the expiration just a few hours away, the loudest hint of what happens next is the silence from the federal government itself. Has it made up its mind? Is it unsure of its next step? No answers seem to be forthcoming as yet, but all will be clearer as the day breaks on Thursday, 18 September 2025.